Are you looking to open a podcast studio? Perfect. Well, I'm here to let you guys know the 3 biggest mistakes people do when opening a studio.
I recognize your fragrance. Hold up, you ain't never gotta say shit. And I know your taste.
Hey everyone, I'm Chloe Alexandra. Welcome back to my channel. And today we are talking about the mistakes people make when trying to open a podcast studio. Trust me, I know. I got 2 of them. No, so I need you guys to open your ears. Open them, because we're going to go down. We're going to go deep into detail as to what not to do when opening a podcast studio. Before we proceed with the video, I just want to let you guys know that I'm actually in one of my sets in my studios. We are in the South London studio and we're currently using the retro suite for this video. If you like this set or any of the other 5 sets that we have, you can get 10% off your first booking with us. That is 10% off using discount code YouTube10. Did you hear that? 10% off using our discount code YouTube10. Head over to our website www.haventalks.co.uk and book your session today. Mistake number 1, do not overspend. Now this depends on the size of the studio you're getting, how many sets you have. Please don't use 80% of your budget buying equipment, especially if you're just starting out and you want to start small. Now I know this has different nuances depending on the size of the studio, what your budget is, all that good stuff, but I'm speaking to those who are small, who has a small little budget and thinking that they need all the best equipment in the world. Yes, you do need quality equipment like microphones and cameras. And I do understand it comes with a hefty price tag, but there's ways around it, i.e. second-hand equipment. When I tell people that I've gotten some of my equipment second-hand, they're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm not paying £3,000 for a camera. Are you giving me the cash money? No. Does it work fine? Yes. So yes, secondhand equipment is definitely a way around in terms of your budget. There's certain websites you should go to get your equipment. I will say like Wex is a good place. Also, when it comes to over investing, don't feel like you need to have a big production to make a good studio. Anytime anyone comes into my studios, they're shocked with the layout. They are all intertwined with each other. They thought it was all separate rooms. I'm like, no, because the rent is high. It's London. I got to work with what I got. Do you know what I mean? Depending on where you are in the world and how your budget is like, you can optimize the space as best as you can with multiple sets. So, or just having that one set. And if you are going to have one set, I would say think of a color scheme and a design that can really blend with all types of people. The reason why I decided to have multiple sets in my studios is because I want to be able to have a better outreach. Now, I know your budget might not allow that, and that's totally fine. But when you are designing your one set, make sure it's as user-friendly as possible. Like different types of people can come in there. Color palettes that are good are brown, creams, blues do very well as well, and just little touches. And it could be like this. I love this couch. The couch is brown, but we've got like yellow cushions. You can jazz it up the way you want, and trust me, you're gonna find that audience for you. So just be very mindful when you're spending. Do not overinvest. Don't feel like, okay, I need this expensive equipment and then I need staff and I need this. Work with what you got and it will grow. Okay, it will grow. Mistake number 2, choosing the wrong location. Oh my God. If you live in Timbuktu, but the city is 10-15 miles away, why is your studio in Timbuktu? Why? We don't do that here, okay? You need to go where the people are at. Even if you want to capture the people in a small, more suburban area, that's totally fine. Just make sure accessibility is good as well. And it's like, maybe, for example, I would say, what's a good space? This is if you know the UK a little bit. Like Watford is a good place between like London and like Reading area. You have to think about your audience and where they're coming from and where the traction is. I chose London because it is the creative epicenter. So I was very particular of where I chose, you know. Another thing about location, make sure you're in a quiet area, especially if your budget doesn't allow solid soundproofing. You need to make sure that your neighbors are quiet. You need to make sure that the outside where you are somewhat quiet. Even with soundproofing or not, you need to make sure that the area that you're in doing your studio is a quiet area. It's very, very important. Trust me, I No, like, I know, you know, so you need to make sure that aside from where the studio is actually going to be, you need to make sure that the surroundings around you, if you're in a building with other like businesses, for example, like what we're doing, our neighbors are fairly quiet and it helps. So yeah. Mistake number 3, you've now spent all this money to do the studio and you're expecting people just to find you. If you don't have any traction, they're not coming. It's as simple as that. And with the content studio, podcast studio industry, especially in UK, is rapidly growing. Everyone is popping up with a studio. So you need to make sure you position yourself correctly. That means getting on all the good venue platforms. That means you using AI tools to scrape out all the podcasts in London, UK, everywhere, and messaging them that you're available. You have a marketing budget. Create content, boost your content, you know, encourage studio tours. People don't really like to do studio tours for many reasons. People might be like, oh, can I just have a virtual tour? No, bring them into the studio, because when you're able to talk to them and convince them to use your space, that free studio tour or X amount studio tour can turn into thousands of pounds worth of work. And I'm telling you now, every studio tour that I've had, I would say about 99% of them anyway, of the last almost 3 years, I've gotten clients from every single one of them. So you need to make sure that you are getting people through the door. You need to go find them. They won't find you. And as your clientele grows, people will talk to people, word of mouth will happen, your clientele will just erupt from there. But when you're initially starting, you need to go and find them. Don't just sit there and wait, because your rent needs to be paid. So you need to go and find your people, babes. You need to go and find them. I have a course that I'm launching called the Content Studio Masterclass. And this course will have absolutely everything from mistakes to how-tos on how to create your own content studio. I am talking about marketing, devices, equipment, positioning, branding, everything, you know, on how to create a effective and profitable content studio. These 3 mistakes I've just briefly highlighted on them, but there's so much more depth to what I've explained. And if you want to know more on how to start your content studio, if you already have one, how to make it even better, trust and believe me, this course will change the future of your studio. I'm not joking. I've been doing this for a hot second now, and I'm very, very confident if you attend this course, you will find the perfect remedy in either fixing the problems in your content studio or launching very, very smoothly into the content studio business. So if you're interested in the masterclass, you can go to our landing page, which is www.haventalks.co.uk/masterclass. But yeah, guys, good luck with everything. I hope to see you on the course. And if you just got any questions, make sure you comment it down below, because, you know, I enjoy answering you guys' questions all the time. So yeah, if you've got any questions, comment it down below, and I'll see you guys in the next one.